the first thing I want to discuss is Iran. So what are we doing here? Are we going to war with these guys? This started out, in my understanding, as an uprising in the beginning of January. I was under the impression maybe it's because they were encouraged by the fact Trump took out Maduro. We didn't go in. Trump said help's on the way. He didn't go in. But now maybe he's going to go in under the pretense of stopping them as a nuclear power. What's happening here?
Well, the president does not want to initiate military action against Iran because of the civilian casualties. And, bombing the major centers in that country would lead to thousands of dead Persians. So he doesn't want to do it. He wants to make a deal. And the deal is that Iran would give up all its nukes and allow inspectors in on a regular basis, and it would destroy all its ballistic missiles, which are targeted to Israel, and it would let some of the protesters who were arrested in the aborted uprising out. And the mullahs are being disrespectful to the United States. Now, no action was going to take place before the Olympics are over, because that just would have shattered that whole thing. But they're done on Sunday, and Monday is a tough day for the mullahs, because I don't think Donald Trump's going to allow them to just sit there with the status quo. But their Pentagon has drawn up. They know what they're going to do. There's 3 or 4 scenarios.
Okay.
But it's up to the president to decide what and when. And I don't think he's made that decision yet.
What are the scenarios, do you think?
Well, look, you want to downgrade the enemy's capability to cause trouble, so military targets would be hit. So their Air Force and their Revolutionary Guard headquarters, okay, and all of that, okay? Probably their shipping would be knocked down. That's the degrading factor. Then they might hit the nuclear facility again.
Because didn't we do that? That's right. That's what I'm sorry, Bill. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I thought we just did this in 12 days and we took all that stuff out, and now and it was a huge success, and we're not talking about regime change. We're talking about nuclear again. I'm like, but I thought we just wiped that out.
Well, look, the nuclear threat is there because they won't allow inspectors, so nobody knows if they got 1 or 2 warheads, and that's what Trump wants to know. But the other situation is the Persian people are not going to be able to overthrow the mullahs with the army intact. So that you saw that it was tens of thousands of Persians who were either killed or incarcerated or terrorized, because it's not like Venezuela where the generals there said, yeah, go and take Maduro. We don't care, which they didn't. They were all paid off.
Right.
In Iran, they'll fight. So you got to downgrade that. Once you do, and knock out the mullah's protection, then it's a lot easier for the people themselves to overthrow this heinous theocracy. So that's where we are.
I see. Okay. So he would essentially help facilitate the people of Iran to take these guys down, because from the outside looking in, when it's like, well, the Iranians have to do it, and you're thinking, how are they going to do that? They have no weapons, they have no guns, they're being killed by the thousands. Like, this is an absurd ask. How are they supposed to do that without help? Trump could...
Well, that's what help is on the way is all about. Okay. So we'll downgrade the mullah's ability to suppress you, but you have to do it yourself. The United States can't go in like we did in Venezuela, because it's a much easier situation there, and remove them, because that'd be ground troops, and Trump is never going to do that.
Of course.
But the mullahs, I think their time is just about up.
Okay. All right, guys, if you like this clip and you want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want more content like this, you can subscribe to the show by clicking here.